Hello, and welcome back to What If I Was in the Dragon Ball Universe, Part 13. Now, I apologize for the long wait, but between the holidays and my health, I haven't really been feeling up for doing a video. Now, it wasn't the corona, but I was off my feet for a week or so. So let's do a quick recap. Last time, Trunks made his visit to the past, only to learn, as the Bridge series says, multiverse theory is a bitch. His mother is married to rabbits in this timeline, and his counterpart has already been born. Now, having no reason to keep secrets, Trunks spills the beans about the androids, and Bulma figures out that it's Dr. Gero that created them. After getting his potential unlocked by the Namekian elder Muru, whatever his name is, he is sent back to the future. Yes, Marty McFly would be proud. Now, cooler heads prevailed and rejected Goku's plan to wait for the androids to attack, and the Z-Fighters raided Gero's lab a year ahead of time. I took some liberties with the story and suggested that 19 had already been completed, but Dr. Gero himself had not been turned into an android 20 yet. And even though 19 was significantly stronger than his canon counterpart, he was no match for the assorted Z-Fighters, all against one. With Gero captured and the android, all his property was confiscated by Capsule Corp. This includes 17, 18, 16, and the embryo cell. Now, do remember that this cell does not have any frost demons in him, as Frieza and King Cold never made it to Earth in this timeline. And everything that wasn't nailed down is relocated to West City to be, studied and diffused. Now, 17 is activated and decides to do his part for the live in the wild as a park ranger. Now, 18 is more of a city girl, and she remains in West City to probably get a job at Capsule Corp, since it is the richest company in the world, and she can buy all the clothes she wants that way. Now, in the present, Raisin is waiting for Trunks to travel back to the predicted date of the android attack, but he has made a mistake. See, Raisin has been in the Dragon Ball universe for almost 2 decades at this point, and he never wished for an enhanced memory, so he's forgotten something. That perfect cell is not the cell that was in that embryo state. It is the alternate future it's the alternate self from the history of Trunks. Speaking of which, said future Trunks was able to destroy the androids, because in his Super Saiyan form, future Trunks was about as strong as either of the androids, and after being his potential unlocked by Muru, he is about 5 times stronger than he was before, making the contest pretty easy. However, Cell was able to drink enough survivors on the Earth to overpower Trunks, and you know what happens after that. I'm calling bullshit on Cell having to revert to a larva state to enter the time machine. It was able to fit 2 Saiyans in the Super Saga, so I'm thinking it could fit 1 Bugman if he just rolls his tail around or whatever. So, instead of having Trunks come back in time, we have Imperfect Cell arrive in the past, and he starts juicing while heading to Gero's lab to meet his siblings. He finds it gutted, but there is trash from Capsule Corp's employees to suggest where it has ended up, and Cell heads west and makes his way to Ginger Town. It is at this time that Krillin, the guardian of Earth, noticed that the death of so many people and contacts everyone. Piccolo is closest to Ginger Town and arrives first, meeting the weird bug man that is attacking and drinking some salarymen. However, because Trunks was so much stronger than he was in canon, Cell, who absorbed Trunks, is significantly stronger too, making him much stronger than Piccolo. However, after getting his arm, drained, Piccolo does get Cell monologuing and gets his plan, which, due to the Namekian's telepathic abilities, he sends forward to Krillin. Before Cell is able to make the finishing blow, the rest arrive. With Spirit Control being more adept around the Z-Fighters, there's more instant transmission and they come to help. However, again, Cell is significantly stronger. But it is, I think, what, 7 or 8 against 1, and Cell is getting wolf-packed. Getting hit and run tactics by the weaker but more numerous Z fighters. He starts wearing down. In order to escape this effect, he uses a solar flare and blitzes one of the sides, let's say Raditz, and heads off towards Capsule Corp in search of his siblings. As they recover, the Z fighters spread the word, and 18 is quickly sent off-world via instant transmission. I'm going to say that her and Yamcha have kind of started something going on, and he's designated to take her to Vegeta Prime in the planet which Frieza was destroyed. Excuse me. As no one is quite up to facing Cell, they decide to use the hyperbolic time chamber, with both Saiyans entering to bridge the gap between theirs and Cell's power. The rest search the area that Park Ranger 17 is supposed to be residing in. Unfortunately for them, Cell had the same idea and followed them. And a fight ensues. This fight includes Raisin, Tien, Piccolo, 17, and Chaozu. They use teamwork to repel the far more powerful Cell. Tien is using Kaioken. Raisin is using his Shadow multiforms, which, just like Shadow clones, they are as powerful as him, but they can't take a hit. But if he keeps his distance, he can start barraging Cell with attacks, and with Chaozu using his psychic powers to delay Cell, he's able to keep them in play for much longer. But eventually, Cell is able to snag 17 and absorb him, entering his semi-perfect form, and quickly ellipsing his opponents. And at this point, Tien pulls out the Kikiho, the tri-beam or whatever you want to call it, only this time it's powered by a Kaioken times 5, which has the same effect of staggering Cell. He's able to delay him enough that the Saiyans exit the time chamber, now in Super Saiyan 2 form. With this power on their side, they're able to fight Cell on even ground and eventually defeat him. And I don't know about the coming back from a certain Cell thing, because we still have the Spirit Bomb or anything else. I know it's being a little anticlimactic, but that is how the Cell saga ends, with semi-perfect Cell against Super Saiyan Raditz 2 and Super Saiyan Goku 2. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.